Hey, my fire signs, how are you? So, if you are of Aries or Sagittarius, and just like I mentioned with the other one, doesn't make sense for me to pull it up, but this reading will be for the remaining fire signs, as I have just come from your fellow fire sign, Leo, giving them the exclusive reading. But this is your reading for those, again, regardless of your placements, Sagittarius, moon sign, sun, moon, or rising, and for Aries, regardless if it's your sun, moon, or rising, this will be your full moon and Leo reading. So with all that being said, let us get right into your reading. Hopefully, if you did see the overview, you understand what this full moon in Leo is representing, as well as the influence of Pluto in Aquarius. So together, it is a very double significant energy, and it is the first full moon of 2024. So with that being said, briefly, I just want to just give you an idea of the layout and the decks that your reading is coming from. And we're going to start off with the oracles. We're going to start off from the Sacred Travelers deck, which will represent, I pulled out 4 because it will correspond as to what your journey will be like for the year. We will break it down quarterly. Then we will come down to pick out or what has been chosen for you in terms of what the universe have to say, in terms of a positive message pertaining to your journey for the year. And then we will, I only pulled out 2 tarot cards, which has come through from your angels, showcasing 2 aspects of astrology, which one of them, as I said, is presenting the full moon in Leo, and it's about shine. And that's like part of the theme of what this full moon in Leo is about, shine, for all of us. But just so you guys know that this is what it will be about. I will ask Spirit later in terms of how you guys will shine. And then the other astrological energy that will come out from the astro deck was the energy, again, of Pluto, right, that moved into Aquarius, and it's about rebirth. So we will find out what change and transformation you guys, Sagittarius and Aries, collectively are going to see change throughout this year. And then we will close out with having pulled out what your spirit animal totem, who will be your guide, who have the universe appointed, designated to be you guys' guide for the rest of this year. All right, so with that being said, let's jump into it. So the first card that came out, which is going to represent the first quarter of the year of 2024 in terms of what your journey will entail behind this influence and this energy of this full moon and your fellow fire sign Leo, as well as Pluto. You guys got unknown territory. It is about knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. So if you had doubts, if you're not sure, if you was at crossroads about your journey, right? Because this year, the solar theme is about our journey, right? As I've always mentioned from time to time, that we all are on a journey. It's just that our paths is going to be different, right? But we are all generally are on a journey. So for the first quarter of the year, from now up until like the end of March, the top of April, you guys will understand that exactly where you are, that you are where you need to be, okay? So there's no doubts about it, so that's a good thing. And then the universe want to confirm that with a positive affirmational message, letting you know that see with your heart, the time is now to hear the messages. So you guys either heard or will, at some point during the first 3 months, will get downloads, intuitive downloads, whether by dreams or you would just throughout the day, will just get some type of sign, synchronicities that you are in fact on the right path, right? Maybe you might be seeing certain things that will be like omens, positive omens, of course, whether it be feathers, maybe if you're into angel numbers, if you're seeing certain repeating angel numbers, that is also a sign. Whatever, however, the omen will show up for you, it is just like a nudge to let you know that you are on the right track, okay? And that you are where you need to be, okay? So don't doubt where you're being led to and where you're being guided to. Trust and know that you are where you need to be. All right? So the next journey for you guys and how we look for the second quarter of the year is in the flow. It says everything is smooth sailing. So you will see that after the first part of the year, maybe like after March, April, right, going into like May, and more or less coming into like this after the spring or late spring, you will see that your life in some way, everything seems to be shaping up. What's the word I'm looking, the expression, falling into place. Things will just seem easier than it has been. So that's a very good, strong message for you in terms of what and how your second quarter of the year will look for you. And so to give you that confirmation that all is well, the universe wants you to know as a positive affirmation, be clear on what you want, put action to your goals, and make them a reality. So again, use this energy of this full moon as well. It's not only about letting go and releasing, but the full moon at this time is also a powerful moon phase in which to manifest your dreams, setting your intentions, right? If you have been doing it, good job. If you haven't, this is the time, the period that you want to get out a vision board, maybe journaling, maybe, scripting, however it is that you feel comfortable, even meditation. It's a form of manifesting what it is. Visualization, right? Because all of that is going to help what? To make them a reality, okay? And so in that aspect, you may see that once you are being clear on what it is, asking the universe, or I should say, telling the universe what it is that you want. In fact, they will help you to accomplish it, and then you will be able to see the results of it. And that's where things will begin to kind of like fall into place and like things is working out, right? Now, as we get to the third quarter of the year, in terms of what and how your journey will look for you, you guys got staying focused. It's about holding the course, all right? So as you are focused on your intentions, what it is that you are setting out for yourself, overall, the energy behind this full moon is about stepping into your power, right? But when you stay focused, that means you're not allowing any distractions. You're not allowing anything to get in your way. You are being guided to what you need to do, embracing your inner child to go toward what you feel is right for yourself, right? In terms of your path. And so the universe says, speaking of path, the universe says, and I forgot that this came out for you guys, it says, trust in your new path. Kind of going back to that first message about you are where you need to be. So sometimes the territory of the journey, you can say, it's not clear, right? Sometimes it's not meant to be clear. Sometimes we don't know. This is where trust, belief, and faith comes in at, my fire signs. All will work out for you. That's what the universe wants you to know later on during the third quarter of the year pertaining to your journey, about you being focused. They want you to know that the new journey, which means that if your path have been redirected, or maybe by that time, the middle of the year or so, it will be redirected because they see something, they see a path that you don't see, right? So you may experience some type of detour, but at the end, they said all will work out for you. The universe, our spirit guides, the divine, knows what's the best course of action for us to take. All right? Now, as we wind down to see how your journey will look toward the end of the year, pertaining to this influence of this full moon, and with Pluto in Aquarius, it says crossing bridges. Now, this is what your fellow fire sign Leo got as well. They got the same card about crossing bridges, which is about time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. So for some of you, this will be a period of time that you guys will kind of let go of people, places, or things that no longer serve you, or you will be making amends with the people that maybe you kind of had a falling out of, or whatever it is, arguments. All of that you're putting to the side. You are embracing power. And just like I mentioned with Leo's reading, is that we can be of truth. We can speak our truth and be firm, but it's how it's delivered. We can do it from an aspect of love. We don't have to be raw and harsh, right? We can still exude a sense of empowerment and how we express and talk to other people, right? And even when it means releasing and letting go, you can still do so in a very elegant and a dignified way. All right? So that is the message. And then the universe says, in terms of how you can achieve that, their message is time to move on. It says, flow with the universe, flow with the river, see where it takes you. But time to move on. So whether you're releasing, whether you are, especially if you're letting go during this period of this full moon, then you have to move on behind it. It's almost like saying leave the past behind and just move on. Even if you don't communicate, just do so and be proud that you are moving on and didn't have to kind of show yourself out in the process of doing so. There's a certain way that you will feel like, you know what, it's not necessary. I'm going to be the bigger person here and I'm just going to move on. And once you do that, just like I said with your fellow fire sign, give yourself a pat on the back for holding yourself in a dignified way. All right? So I hope that makes sense. Now, let's talk about the two energies as I pulled out two tarot cards, which one of them will represent in what aspect that you fire signs will shine during this period of time. And the energy of the card that came out was the Five of Earth, which equates to, in the regular tarot, the Five of Pentacles. Now, it's about fears surrounding money. It is a money kind of energy, but it's a negative way of looking at money. It's like a loss, right? When you think about the Five of Pentacles, it's like having loss. Now, it could be a loss of any situation or thing, but particularly because it is Pentacles, Pentacles deals with money. But this is the past, right? How you guys are going to shine is the opposite. So what's the opposite of loss? Is gain. And to make it a more of a impactful, positive message in terms of how Pluto's influence in Aquarius is going to help you change, it's going to do the opposite. You guys got the Page of Earth. So you're still within that money type of energy. Page of Earth is about opportunities where you can get financial gain. It says good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So for some of you, you guys will be coming into greater financial gain. So you're coming out of that lack mentality, but then for some of you, maybe there will be an opportunity that you will want to further your knowledge, further a skill, and then behind it you will benefit on a financial way. But the point is that you made it happen, right? You took action, just like your native energy, that of fire. You are taking action, you're being ambition, you're being driven. Maybe for the past couple of months, maybe there was a lack of confidence when it came to as well the mindset and how you look at money. This will change during the course of this year. So go ahead again and give yourself a pat on the back. Now as we close out, the spirit totem that came out for you guys, that's going to represent the strongest totem for you guys, that will be your guide for the rest of this year, that you can look to for inspiration, is that of the eagle. It is mastery. The message here is you are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. This is a very powerful totem for you guys, okay? I think with Leo, they got the orca whale, which was about adventure, right? But for you guys specifically, you guys are going to be embracing. This is what the universe, spirit guide, have led me to in terms of letting you know who they have designated that you should embody, or at least the attitude and the spirit, that of the eagle, about mastery. Find the mastery in yourself, and I believe you will achieve it. And again, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. All right, my fire signs, I hope this was very encouraging and to give you some sort of guidance as to what it may look like for you during the course of this year, pertaining to the energy of not only the full moon, but the Plutonian energy that was in Aquarius at this time, and any other energies that is going to kind of come into shape for you. It's all going to work in your favor. I feel that 2024 anyway is going to be good for all of us on a positive note as a whole. All right. So if you like this reading and you can identify with it, or if you want to come back later on in the year at some time to give me like some kind of update and progress, how the year's looking, you can return back. But for now, to show your appreciation, send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. I like your support and your cooperation in doing that. But also, you can share with any other fire signs, a Sag or an Aries, that you think will be very helpful to help inspire them as well. All right, my fire signs, until the next moon phase, enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace, love, and light. Bye.